On debate number 1 tonight, Rahul Narvekar of the Shiv Sena is debating this evening with YP Singh, former IPS officer, senior advocate and social activist, and Shazia Ilmi of India Against Corruption, who has strong views on what has happened in this particular case. Why, after all, should anyone face serious charges for posting something on a Facebook page which opposes the shutdown of a city? That is a democratic right everyone has. Shazia, I'd like you to open the debate by making your point to the Shiv Sena representative who's in the studio tonight.
Arnav, first of all, I would like to say that nobody's death should be belittled in any way whatsoever. But I think the death of a leader, the sobriety has been taken away by this act of vandalism. I also like to point out the complicity of the Congress government with the Shiv Senics in this matter. I want to know why swift action has been taken against 2 girls over a Facebook post. And I would also like to know why Shiv Senics would like to superimpose their hero on someone else. You know, your hero is your hero. Your hero might not be everybody's hero. Secondly, and an important point, Supreme Court has banned buns. There was also clarification. This happened in 98. But in 2007, there was a clarification that complete shutdown and buns are indeed illegal. A strike is not. So what the girls have posted, and it's just an innocuous comment by 2 girls sharing a Facebook post. Why should they be arrested on such a ludicrous charge and to a 14-day remand for interrogation be asked for? It is beyond my comprehension.
So what do you feel?
I reiterate, one is not belittling anybody's death, but please don't take away the sobriety and dignity of the death of your leader by the act of vandalism.
So was it an overreaction? That's the question, Rahul Narvekar. It was an unnecessary overreaction. If this is going to be the basis on which the police take action, then the police will have to arrest thousands of people in the city of Mumbai alone. The police got a complaint from the Shiv Sena. And hence, I would request you, Rahul, right at the very start, not to dissociate yourself from what has happened. Because, you know, I saw you passing the buck on some other channels.
Well, now, before I start, let me tell you, today I'm not here to give any kind of explanation, defend or justify any action of anybody. I'm here just to clarify my party's stand.
Yes.
Even while Mr. Honorable Leader Balasahebji Thackeray was ailing and there were speculations made about his health, our party leader at that very time, Shri Uddhavji Thackeray, came out in the open. Despite being in extreme stress and a personal grief, he thought about the city and he thought about the state. He came out and made a clear statement and appeal to the cadre to maintain law and order situation, to ensure that no untoward incident takes place. And even after the passing away of Balasaheb Thackeray, Uddhavji had come out and mentioned that the best way of paying homage to our leader would be to maintain...
That's not what we are talking about.
Would be to maintain the law and order situation in the city.
Is that what we are talking about?
So that being our leader's stand, our party stand was absolutely clear and is absolutely clear.
No, what she's asking you today is a 21-year-old girl who questions the shutdown of a city. Should she face arrest? Should she face this kind of charge? A 21-year-old girl who questions the shutdown of a city.
Your question,
should she face this kind of a charge? That is a simple question, Rahul. Why are you avoiding it?
Your question probably is directed to the wrong person and to the for the simple reason that the arrest has been made by the police.
The complaint was filed by a local Shiv Sena leader.
So I guess your interpretation is that every complaint that is lodged or filed has to be acted upon and the police has to arrest on every complaint that is being made.
Let me put it to you this way, that is not what I'm saying, but what I would like to ask you, Rahul, in turn is, I want you to take a position tonight that you would like to see each and every one. First of all, I want to know your views on what you think about whoever did it, which is reported in several media as Sena activists.
Well, I would see...
No, who vandalized the clinic, the hospital?
Insofar as vandalizing and violence is concerned, I have already told you every act of violence should be condemned. In democracy, there is no place for violence. Agreed.
Do you believe that it
But insofar as this incident is concerned, everyone has their own version. No. The complainant has his version. The accused has her version. The witnesses have their version.
You're trying to confuse
I simply feel instead of jumping to conclusion, there's a complaint in place. Let the police investigate. And let the if a person is guilty, let them take action.
You are aware that
why are you jumping the gun? Why are you sitting in judgment?
Who's jumping the gun?
You are jumping the gun. Let the police do their job. Let them investigate.
The police has merely, Rahul, I have a bad throat today. The police has merely filed a counter FIR for rioting against unknown persons and has not moved to arrest anyone. It's 24 hours after the incident, whereas the girls faced charges under Indian Penal Code 1860 for statements creating or promoting enmity, hatred or ill will between classes, which would be punished with imprisonment, may extend to 3 years or fine or both. So someone who puts a Facebook post questioning a month faces this charge and can face imprisonment up to 3 years, but somebody who goes and vandalizes a medical clinic gets away. That's exactly what has happened. YP Singh, what do you think? Is that
absolutely, I think what has happened in this case is that Sainiks blackmailed the cops. You better register the case, arrest the girl, otherwise we will take law into our own hands. And police, perhaps in many a time, it is always called these are bargaining cases.
But they still took the law into their own hands. They still took the law into their own hands.
Yes, perhaps to avert the greater damage, they must have done this. This is more than clear. It is only otherwise police never become so overzealous to file such cases. Otherwise, as you said rightly, there'll be thousands and thousands
Rahul,
of such cases.
I want to know today that why are you not taking a position against people who have broken the writ of your own party chief Uddhav Thackeray?
Arnab, I'm so amazed at the way everyone seems to be wanting to jump to conclusion and blame the Sena for everything that goes wrong.
Which part is the jumping to conclusion?
The FIR that the police has recorded reads that the accused people in that are unknown. But you seem to jump to the conclusion that they are schizophrenic.
And I'll tell you why you are wrong.
The matter is being investigated.
Unknown again was to avoid arrest.
Mr. YP Singh seems to have been the police officer. That's where he needs to.
Otherwise, how can there be unknown people like that? Why don't bandobast around
Mr. YP
Singh right at the spot while they were doing the riot?
Mr. YP Singh, with due respect, has been a good top cop himself.
Yes, so where is he wrong?
Despite that, he is trying to defend the action of the police, which says unknown. Unknown, there are several FIRs filed in every police station where the accused are unknown. Have you never heard of that?
There was bandobast all around.
I have a forward question. I have only a limited forward question.
I am not here to justify that act for the simple reason that is a matter under investigation.
I have a forward question.
And our stand on this issue has been absolutely clear. Violence was. We have made an appeal to everyone to maintain peace.
Your stand cannot be absolute. With all respect, Rahul,
you know what amazes me, Arnab, is that there was a huge turnout of 2.5 million people on the streets yesterday. It was absolutely peaceful. There was not a single incident of violence. There wasn't a single untoward incident. You should have been applauding that effort of the party and its cadre rather than singly picking up one stray incident and blaming the party for it when the party is not responsible for it and when that issue is being investigated.
I am extremely sorry.
I believe and I now think that there is a section of the society which wants to blame the Sena for whether it's their fault or not.
I am extremely sorry.
There was terror writ large all over. Nobody dared to.
We are used to this unwarranted and unfair criticism. Be that as it may, you are free to make this criticism, but we are absolutely clear with regards to our stand.
So am I. Rahul Narvekar, so am I. I am also open to all kinds of criticism. And I think, with due respect to you, and I have tremendous regard for you, you know that you are wrong. Because you know that you have watched Times Now's coverage yesterday.
I wouldn't be too surprised with your statement because Mr. Arnab Goswami is used to blaming you whether you are right or wrong.
No, I am not blaming you. I am going to ask you a forward question if you allow me.
Please.
There are 4 words in my question. Is there video evidence?
Please ask the police. I'm not aware about it.
Can I give you the answer as well?
Sure,
the answer is a one word. Yes. If there is video evidence, how can the people be unknown?
There is video evidence in the case of Kasab also. What have you done with regards to that? Has the police come to a conclusion and the judiciary come to the conclusion with regards to that?
Have you criticized that in the past? Have you used the same argument to say there's video evidence? What action has happened?
And number 2,
in this case, there is video evidence.
Arnab, if a person is guilty, punish him.
But there's a video evidence.
Why are you blaming the party for it?
No, when
the party has ensured that there is peace and tranquility in the city of Mumbai, it is absolutely uncalled for to blame a party which has taken efforts to ensure that peace in the city. It's really uncalled for.
I personally, and everybody knows this, have commended the people of Mumbai for the way they have turned out yesterday and the manner in which this entire ceremony was carried out inside Shivaji Park on the entire way.
And also,
in my view, and I'm going to reiterate it since you are provoking me, in my view, it represented a form of discipline, restraint and poise which this country must see everywhere. It must mean the end of violence, the end of vandalism. But that is why this particular incident gets highlighted all the more. And I want to know why you, Rahul Narvekar, don't want to condemn those people who took the law into their own hands openly and not give some, wishy-washy answer to what my straight question.
No, I have already answered your question. I have already told you any form of violence has to be condemned. Violence has no place in democracy.
Shazia is coming. Shazia's time to rebut you here. That's a standard answer. You're not giving me a specific answer. Shazia.
No, the question is just not for Rahul. The question is also for this government, the Maharashtra police, for acting so swiftly and initiating action against these two girls, and also for not, they have they have filed a case against unknown persons, but they have not taken any action against those people who have indeed vandalized the clinic of this girl's uncle, the girl who wrote this, post.
That's what I'm telling you. You all don't know the facts. You all are debating on an issue.
I know all the facts.
The complaint which has been filed by the
Congress, NCP alliance and Shiv Sena.
What
we see the complicity there. On the other hand, there's a larger question, and the question is of civil liberties and the constitutional right, freedom of expression, the right for us to express our thoughts without being intimidated. Respect has to be commanded and not demanded. You must respect that. Your hero might not be my hero. My villain might not be your villain. That is the essence, and understanding this basic tenet is the essence of democracy. One must learn that. This Congress pandering to parochial and very divisive politics of Shiv Sena will not work. And Shiv Sena also must rise above this kind of old way of dealing with things. These are new times. I'm sure Bal Thackeray, nobody can dispute the absolutely hypnotic sway he had.
Why is the police? I want to ask you, what is the police?
This is a question of civil liberties.
No, one second.
Shazia, whom do you have a problem with? Do you have a problem with the police and the Home Department for registering the FIR? If that's the case, you please go and question the Home Minister or the Commissioner of Police. I'm sorry, but even if I want to, I won't be able to explain the action of the police department.
I will tell you exactly who I have a problem with. I will tell you exactly who I have a problem with. I have a problem with Shiv Seniks who noticed this Facebook post and went and reported the case to Palghar police station. Then I have a problem with those overzealous police officials who arrested the girl. I have a problem with both of these sets of people, and I wonder why such swift action was taken in this case, and it's impossible to register an FIR in any other case. And these are two girls exchanging a private.
I think all your questions are directed towards the concerned.
You're dodging it. You're dodging it.
You should have had the Home Minister in mind. You probably should have had the Commissioner of Police or the Home Minister sitting here instead of me. Because most of the questions that Shazia has
Rahul Narvekar, I believe you are dodging.
And the Home Minister to answer.
Rahul, I believe you are dodging. I genuinely believe you are dodging, and I genuinely believe that you are wrong when you say you don't know the facts. I want to ask you, what facts don't I know?
No, the facts that you don't know is, if you have a plain reading of the FIR, the FIR says the complaint has been filed against unknown people.
Yes, that's.
But you claim to say that the party office bearers have indulged in violence and ransacking that so-called clinic.
There is video evidence who shows
the matter is being investigated.
Now, 1 second.
Instead of applauding efforts of maintaining peace and order, you are picking up stray incidents and blaming the party when the investigating agencies have not been able to do so.
It is very convenient. When the entire event goes off peacefully, you say you must praise the Shiv Sena for it, not the police. When something goes wrong, you say blame the police, don't ask the Shiv Sena.
Absolutely not.
What kind of a convenient argument is this? YP Singh, no, you know that that's the effective counter to what you say, YP Singh.
I think it was the terrorist Sena which was all around, including that incident which happened there. It was the police who just can't dare to take action against the Sena guys. That's why for that girl, they registered a case with name. There is a Supreme Court instruction that police may have a power to arrest, but they should evaluate the need to arrest. Such cases, Supreme Court has said arrest shouldn't be done, and yet they were arrested, those girls. And for Sena, in order to avoid the arrest, despite the fact they knew very well that who were those guys, they could have been apprehended at the spot by the police on bandobast duty, yet FIR was filed against unknown people. Obviously, it was the terror of Sena, which was commanding the actions of the cops.
Rahul, patients have been picked up and taken out of that hospital or clinic. I can show you the pictures. See the pictures, Rahul. And I want you to tell me today, clearly, that if your relation or someone you love had been in that hospital, was being treated, was in a need for medical help, and somebody came in and picked them up and said, sorry, we are going to break a few windows and vandalize this place a bit, so thank you and please leave. And there's visual evidence of that. What would you say and how would you describe the people who commit such an act?